That's to pay homage to all the COVID-19 victims, doctors, nurses, first responders, paramedics, family members, near and far, far and near, from Alaska to Argentina. We're all innocent. We're all innocent. You know, we're all innocent. Anyway, this program here is to educate, to entertain, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. And hopefully I'll do that. Today I'm just having a little bit of water. The weather has just been crazy, crazy. Just a few days ago it was 98 degrees. Last night it froze. Got down to like 31 or something like that. Froze my garden. And it's just nuts. Just nuts. Snowed in Denver. You know, Denver got a little bit of snow. Fires going on in Denver. Fires going on in California. And it's just crazy. Just crazy, crazy. But anyway, the winds picked up. I don't know, probably, the gust probably 40, 50 miles an hour. And blew my plums. I got a bunch of plums. I don't know if you can see those or not. See, these are Italian plums. I probably got 300 or 400 of them on the ground. What sucks is I wish you would have did the opposite, because usually if it freezes, the plums will go ripen up very fast, you know. But it was the opposite. They blew them. It blew the first day really hard, blew them on the ground, and then it froze last night. So, let me see one of these. Yeah, it was cold here. Got down in the 30s. But you can still see how green it is. It's juicy, but it's green. Too sour for me. Some people like that. I don't. I'm going to have to go get them and either dehydrate them or make wine out of them or something like that. Can't be so lazy. Sit here on the computer all day. But yeah, it was just nuts. Just a cold storm coming through. Hit pretty hard. That's what happened to the Donner Party back in the mid 1800s or something like that. People going to California, going through Nevada. I think it was around the Reno area. And a snowstorm hit. Dumped a couple feet of snow on them. They couldn't make it through the mountain pass. And they ended up spending the winter in the mountains. Ended up eating people, you know. They ate the people that passed away, that died, froze to death or whatever. Crazy, crazy. I don't know if I'd ever do that, but, you know, I've never been in that kind of situation. Yeah. What is weird is the coldest I've ever been has been in the military, and that's kind of strange. It really wasn't that cold. It was like the mid 30, you know, 35, 38 or whatever degrees. So that's really not that cold. But I was in an M60 tank with the hatch open. They made you drive with the hatch open, and we were going down. It just rained, and had to drive for about an hour and a half. And the cold wind coming in, cold, wet breeze coming in and stuff like that, and I was froze. And it took me a couple of days to warm up, but that was probably the coldest I ever been. And it wasn't that cold, you know, just above freezing, just a little bit. But it hurt. It honestly hurt. Yeah, I'd hate to freeze to death. But the Donner Party, I don't know, mid 1800s or something like that. And they ended up eating those people to stay alive. I guess that's what you got to do. Same with the people in the Andes when that soccer team crashed in the Andes in the 70s. That's what they did for, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, maybe 4 months, until somebody walked out and got help. They ended up eating people. Well, what kind of topic is this? That's crazy, man. Man, I look like shit today, though. I feel okay. I slept a lot. When it gets cold, man, that's all I want to do is hibernate. But hopefully everybody's doing all right, you know. Yeah. Yeah, you can get permanent nerve damage, man. Nebraska gets cold. It does. Yeah, it gets cold. You know, go out and throw snowballs and different things like that. It's kind of fun. I don't know if anybody knows what hooky bobbing is. Anybody ever heard of hooky bobbing? Okay, this is what's crazy. Back in the days when we were kids, people would slow the cars down. They'd see us out there in the road, and they know what we wanted. They would slow the car down, and we'd get down on the back bumper, and we'd grab a hold of the bumper, and they would take off, not go really fast, 10, 15, 20 miles an hour. And we'd slide down the roads for, 3 or 4 or 5 blocks. And it was fun. And it was called hooky bobbing. Sometimes you grab the end of the car, the side of the car or whatever, trunk or whatever. But a lot of times you get down by the bumper and hold on. And people let us do that. Yeah. You remember that, Sandra? Did you guys ever do that? Right out on public roads, Somebody would be going by. And they'd stop. And they'd let us hook onto the vehicles. Not anymore, man. One time we was throwing snowballs because I lived in the same house now as I did when I was a kid because I inherited this house. My mom passed away and I inherited this house. But anyway, across the street, this guy named Alan Clark. He's my age, a little bit younger. And we're throwing snowballs at cars. Okay, one car stops, and he's gonna come and get us, And Alan's the only one that gets caught because we all have a good hiding spot, And Alan gets caught, and then after he gets caught, he yells at us. Not yet, Juan. I don't have any new numbers yet. But anyway, Alan gets caught, and he yells at us. Come on, guys! They caught us! They caught us! Come on! He knocked us off so fast, man. I think we were only like 13, 14 years old. Old enough to know better not to do that. But it was kind of funny. But the fires, like where Juan's at, man, the fires are going crazy. I guess one fire. Yeah. Sometimes you do use old hoods from cars and stuff, for the engine. Use that as a toboggan, And it's kind of fun. See, my ex-wife, she had a Camaro, High Rock. No, it wasn't High Rock. Z28. It was a Z28, black with gold stripes. Nice looking car. My youngest son, he was little, probably, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years old. And we're going to go to the store and get some groceries. And then I went over to the junior high into the parking lot and started doing cookies, He was with me. And I didn't think anything about it, because that's what you do. Go out in the middle of a parking lot when nobody's there, spin some cookies in the snow and stuff and have a good time. And went and got groceries, started going into the house. First thing my son did was narc me off. Mom, do you know what Dad did to your car? But that's kind of funny. You can't do that anymore. You can't go in the parking lot, an open parking lot, a school parking lot, and do cookies. It's against the law. Why? I don't know. There's nothing out there. No lights, no nothing. Just places where people park, and they took away all the fun stuff. Life is getting weird. It's supposed to be getting easier, but it's getting harder. It's getting harder for a lot of people. They're still expecting the $1,200. You went sledding a lot? Yeah. And tubing. They call it tubing or whatever. See, here we got a place called Pomerelle. It's not too far from my house, probably 40 miles away. I don't know how much skiing costs, but it's probably outrageous now. But we got Magic Mountain too. It's called Magic Mountain Ski Resort. I don't know if it's a resort, but you can go cross country. You can go tubing, skiing, or whatever. We got quite a few places locally to snow ski and tube, I guess. But yeah, people are expecting the $1,200, and I don't know. Going to keep waiting and waiting and waiting. The check's in the mail. I hate to say that. It's kind of funny that people depend on money that much. It's sad. It's sad. Oh yeah, in the river and stuff. Yeah. See, I just sold my boat a couple years ago because I wasn't using it. I thought I would use it more than what I did, but I got a big old tube. I still got the tube. It's a 4-man tube. It's a huge one, and take it out on the boats. I had a blue water. I had 2 boats. How the hell could you have 2 boats? But I bought one in Riverside, like I told that one guy. But I bought another one in Wyoming. Why the fuck would they have a boat in Wyoming? But anyway, I went to Wyoming to pick it up. It was a blue water cuddy cab, 21 foot. Yeah, pulled some. I even got videos of pulling them around in the on the tube and stuff. It's pretty fun. But really, the Snake River, it's kind of strange because it has sandbars and stuff like that. Like you wouldn't even know that they were even there, you know. And you could hit a sandbar pretty easy, and that sucks because you can't mark it because the river the currents move. You know, I just try to stay out in the middle of the river as much as possible, but still you can hit sandbars. But in Hawaii, there's a lot of people that have boats. A lot of people have boats in Hawaii. A lot of people go surfing. When I was there in November, I guess it's the number one time to go surfing in November. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, you know. See, even when we were kids, it's called canals. I don't know if anybody has a canal or whatever. We have canal banks and stuff like that. That's where you used to go out and smoke dope, drink beer, have sex, whatever the hell, when you were a kid. And they even go swimming in these canals. You know, you go swimming in them when you're teenagers and stuff. Now they're all outlawed. You can't even drive a car down a canal bank. You worked on boats? Cool. That's great, great. Yeah. But see, even on these canal banks, they had asparagus growing, and some people like asparagus. They used to walk the canal banks and pick asparagus. Can't do that anymore, and it's kind of strange. Here, asparagus plants are outrageous, it's like $10 a plant. And to me, in my mind, I think, why don't you just go along a canal bank, dig it up, take it to your house, and plant it in your garden? You know, if you like asparagus. But I don't know. It's nuts. Yeah, I don't know what people do for fun anymore. You know, for free fun. I know they do video games. Like I said, this thing here is the equalizer of all time. You know, because if you want, you can watch TV, you can play video games, you can watch porn, you can make movies. You know, you can film your own movies or whatever. Make your own videos for like a music video with something like this. I guess that's what they do for fun. I don't know, but it's kind of strange that it snowed that fast because it was 98, 98 one day, and yesterday it was like 30 in the low 30s. You know, last night and stuff. My garden froze my tomatoes. You know, Denver even got it worse because it went from record high to record low, and you should expect that in September. It's still summertime, but it's a shock to some people. But the fires are still going on in California. They had a gender party, whatever the hell that is. I don't know. One of the fires are caused from a gender party. You know, they're shooting fireworks or something like that. And to me, that doesn't sound like fun. A gender party. I don't. You know. Yeah. You know. I don't know what it is. You know. When I grew up, it was a great time. Like we're basically almost the same age. I'm a little bit older than you. But like in the 70s, man, the 70s were great. Late 70s, early 80s. Fun times, man. Fun times. Everybody was cool. Everybody was nice, you know. There's one or two shitheads, but that's about it. But now everybody's a fucking shithead, you know. You don't want to go out because the whole fucking world sucks. But you're probably glad like me, Sandra, that you grew up in the generation that we did. See, like Juan, I don't know if Juan's still watching this or not. Juan has probably never, ever, ever in his life used a payphone. I don't even know if he's even seen one before. But I don't think Juan's ever even used a payphone, you know. And that's what we did back in those days. It was like, I remember when it was 10 cents, it went up to 15, and then 25, and then 50, I guess. And then they got rid of them. You can't even see a payphone anymore. Speaking of payphones, I watched part of it anyway. I didn't watch it all last night. Uh, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. They were in the payphone with George Carlin. You're so grateful to grow up in Nebraska? Yeah. See, I knew a guy that grew up in Omaha when he was a kid. He said he loved it too. You know, he ended up getting in a little bit of trouble. He's older than I am, but he loved Nebraska as a teenager. You know, he's probably born 1955 or so. You know, but he loved Nebraska. And then when he got old enough, he went to California, the summer of love. He ran away from home and went to San Francisco and froze his ass off. He said he got there and it was okay. Yeah, good people, good people. Yep. Yeah. When see, I met him driving truck, and he worked for Warner. I worked for Warner, and Warner has a drop yard there. It's a mile marker 440 in Omaha, and we shared rooms together. Somehow we end up meeting each other. You know, it's kind of strange because we met each other in Dallas, met each other in Omaha, you know, and stuff like that. But he knew Omaha because he grew up there when he was a kid. And for some reason, he always had his car or a van or something. I don't know how he did it, but he had transportation. And he took me around Omaha, showed me around what he did and stuff. And he was Polish, you know. He grew up as a Polish family. I always call him a Polak anyway, but he'd take me out to eat. We'd go out to eat in Polish restaurants and different things in Omaha. But it seemed like a nice town. This is like 20 years ago. And back then it seemed like it was okay. But now it's probably shit. Yeah. Went to a lot of concerts in Omaha. And he said that one of the bands, I can't remember who, if it's Doobie Brothers or what, I can't remember. But they wrote a song about the girls in Omaha. They were pretty easy. I can't remember the name of it, you know. I'll have to look it up. But Richard, he says, yeah, the girls in Omaha were easy, you know, good women, you know, I guess, because everybody wanted to have a good time. Can't remember the name of the song. I'll have to look it up. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Uh, what's the name of the band? I don't think it's Grand Funk, because Grand Funk wrote that song about the lady from Arkansas, Sweet Sweet Connie. And that's a true story too. You know, she gave everybody oral sex. Everybody in the band oral sex. Or an American band. If you read that and you go to Let's Spend the Night Together, the lady's name's Connie, and she's probably dead by now. You know, she's an older lady, but I guess she did such a good job. Some of the bands would want her to come to the concerts. You know, just to have oral sex. But I'll have to see what that one about Omaha, the women in Omaha. And the bands wrote about that. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't know if it's funny or not, but, you know, what's strange is the thing between the guys and the girls, you know. If a guy does it, he's a stud. If a girl does it, she's a slut. We partied hard for sure, yeah. Yep. Every day, man. That's what we did. Played foosball, played pool, go bowling, you know, drank beer, smoked dope. Drove cars. Like my first car was a Gran Torino, you know, 72 Gran Torino. And that was my very first car. It's kind of crazy because everybody, like if you saw the movie Dazed and Confused, that's the way it was. That's exactly the way it was, man, in 1976. Exactly, you know. It has Matthew McConaughey. I think that's his first movie. When he says, all right. That's where he got it from. And Ben Affleck, they're in that. But if you watch Dazed and Confused, that's the way it was growing up. Every day. You know, have kegs of beer. You got great mescaline there. Yeah, for some reason the mescaline here was once or twice in my life, and it never showed up, you know. I don't know why. It just never did. And like the mushrooms are, to me, I thought they were too expensive. Because back then in the 80s or whatever, it's $10 a gram. I thought that was a lot. Because you could do acid for $2 a hit for acid. And mushrooms are $10 a gram. Yeah, but Richard, he got busted. Richard got busted going into a hardware store at night. I guess they went in to rob, not really rob. I don't know what they were doing, but breaking and entering, I guess, burglary. But all he took was a fucking shingling hatchet. You know, to me, anyway, you shouldn't have been in the place anyway. But he got like a year in jail in Nebraska. But he was a teenager. Went out, got drunk, got stupid, broke into a hardware store, and all they took, what Richard took, I don't know what the other guy took because there's two of them fucking idiots. Richard took a shingling hatchet. You know, it's just a hammer on one end and a hatchet on the other, shingle roofs, and he got a year out of that. But you know, if that's not your property or whatever, you shouldn't be doing that. But he ended up getting drunk and doing something stupid. What else is going on? I don't know. Did you ever watch that Boys Don't Cry? Did you ever watch that? That was basically. Oh, they still have capital punishment. Have you watched Boys Don't Cry? I don't know if you ever watched that or not, but that was in Lincoln. I guess it was Lincoln, Nebraska. Basically, about the time that you were there, probably in the mid to late '80s, I think. But it's a good show. To me, it's a good show. You know, yeah, take a look at it, and it's a true story. A lot of people don't like it because it's slow. You know, it's a slow. It's kind of like Sling Blade in a way. Sling Blade's not true, but you know, kind of like that. You know, the acting ain't all that great. You know, it's not a high action movie or whatever, but it's called Boys Don't Cry, and it's pretty good. I always forget that lady's name. I don't know what, but she's a good looking lady, and she's really a female, but she plays a guy because she's a lesbian and she wants to meet other women, you know, and she disguises herself as a man. She cuts her hair pretty short like mine, puts on a cowboy hat, and puts a sock or something down her pants. Make it look. That's basically about when it happened, like 1987, 88, something like that, maybe 85. I don't know, but I knew nothing about it. I think the movie came out in the year 2000. But it's a sad show, you know. Some people are born that way. You know, I don't understand gayism, or I call it gayism. I don't know what the hell. But some people are born that way, and that's the way they live. But the thing is, you have to find another person like that. You know, don't lie to another person. Don't lie to a person. You know, even if a guy's gay, don't get married to a straight woman. You know, just to hide your feelings or hide your whatever. Come out of the closet and tell everybody. You know, because nowadays that's what it is. You know, I guess it's normal. But that back then, I don't want to ruin it, but they screwed her up. You know, because she was a lesbian. Uh, Hillary Swank, whatever her name is, Hillary Swank. That's who played that show, and she should have won an Academy Award, really. But it's an independent film, and hardly anybody ever saw it. But it's a good one. Let's see what else is going on. What else is going on? See, you don't hear too much about the hurricanes on the East Coast, but okay, what's strange is those guys are probably still out of power. They don't have power on the East Coast, probably. Yeah, people are confused, you know, and I'm confused myself. I don't know. You know, I know I'm a straight male. I'll never change. I know that. But um, I don't know why people are confused. You know, their sexual orientation or whatever. You know, I was never attracted to a guy ever, 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 ever. Oh, maybe Willie Nelson, man. That's the only one. Willie's still alive, man. But he's pretty cool. No, I'm just kidding. I've never been attracted to any guys ever, 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 ever. And I don't even know why. I know if I was a female, I would be a lesbian. That's probably what I am. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. I think that's what I am. Yeah, I think it's because of the porn stuff too. I think so too. I honestly do. You know, and um, gee, like if you look up the gay mafia, I don't know if you ever heard of the gay mafia. That's like in the black hip hop community, and they kind of like hide it. But you go to a party and stuff like that, and they have anal sex and this and that, and then they got you blackmailed. I don't know why people are going to have anal sex either. I don't understand that shit either. You know, but it's called the gay mafia. Some of the bigger names are in that kind of stuff, and it's because of the porn industry and different things like that. Because now you can get porn everywhere. I don't know. People send me stuff on my website here to want me to look up porn. I delete them off my forever. I delete them off this channel. Because YouTube gives you the opportunity to block them, delete them, report them, whatever. I just delete them. I should report them, but they want me to look at young girls or sex or whatever. You know, I'm not into that. I've seen enough in my life. What the hell? Um, yeah, it is kind of sick in a way. It is. Um, I don't know why people would want to see other people have sex. I don't know. Kind of strange. But like I said, I'm into voyeurism. I've never watched anybody have sex before in real life. But I watched that one called My Free Cam. That's kind of like a porn station. But it's kind of like this because you can see me. You can see what I have in the background and stuff like that. But I usually go there sometimes just to see what they have, see what kind of music they're listening to, what kind of weird stuff they do. Some of them don't take their clothes off at all. They just talk and talk and talk. It was like Justin TV a long time ago. It's just like this. Because some people are into that. But like I was saying, the electricity on the East Coast, they don't have any power. The people in Denver now, some of them, those guys are out of power because of the snowstorm knocked down the power lines. People in California, they're burnt. The power lines are burnt. The telephone poles and stuff like that, they're out of electricity. Okay, we've been using the same stuff for the last 100 years. The same power lines, same everything. We need to figure out another solution. Elon Musk has those batteries, and a lot of other people are going to be inventing batteries and batteries. So whenever there's a power outage, your food is going to spoil. You're not going to freeze to death. You're not going to burn out because you have no air conditioning. So we need to have another solution because the grid's not working. To me, the grid is not working. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but there's a helicopter going over. I don't know if you can hear that. But anyway, what it is, it's the National Guard doing their routine summer camp. We call it summer camp, but it's annual training. And a lot of people are going to freak out when they start seeing the military vehicles going down the highways. But now's the time, like in Idaho, where they have the annual training, the Air Guard, the National Guard, and stuff like that every year. And then all of a sudden you see it on Facebook, pictures of military vehicles going down the road. It's the end of the world, man. What's going on? And that's all it is. They're just going to training. Because I was in the guards and seen it hundreds of times. Same time this year, from May to October, I guess. But yeah, if it just would have waited just a couple more weeks, these would have been pretty good. But a lot of people like these that are green like this. Oh, I don't like sour stuff. I have rhubarb too, and I really don't like rhubarb that well. But I could powder these out, make tea, dehydrate them, or make wine out of it. I could do that. But it kind of strange that the snowstorm hit so fast. It didn't snow here, but it froze. But yeah, we need to figure out It's like when I went to Germany, some of the power lines were connected instead of uh, from the power pole, they were connected from house to house. So instead of a power pole bringing the electricity to your house, each house was connected with the power line, and I thought that was kind of strange. So we've been around for a long time. We need to fix that problem somehow. To me, the batteries are the only solution. Go underground, and put them in like PVC pipes, and that way, whenever there is a power outage, some people won't go without power. But now you don't hear anything about the East Coast, the hurricanes and stuff like that. You haven't heard too much. Basically, the Antifa and Black Lives Matters. I saw that on uh, the news. I think it's L.A. news. The police had to go in there and kick their ass, you know, because really Antifa is using Black Lives Matters as bitches, because they're causing trouble. Antifa is causing trouble, stirring it up. They want to cause a race war mainly, and then they're going to point their finger at the blacks, and then the white people are going to get mad at the black people, and it's going to be ugly. It's like I said yesterday in Chicago, there was 50 shootings over the weekend. 50 shootings, and I don't think any of them were white. If the black life really matters, they need to go into the bigger cities and stop the violence there. Don't go to the freaking highways and shut off the traffic and shit like that. Go to the neighborhoods and tell them, hey, fucking cool your shit. And the thing is, they're not going to be able to vote. Those people, they got criminal records, they're going to have felonies and stuff. So the generation that's coming up now, they need to teach their kids to stay out of trouble. Like looting and stuff like that. You see them and they're all black, like in Chicago. You see those people coming out of the stores. Every damn one of them is a black person. And it makes the other people that are black, colored people of color, African American or whatever they are, look bad. And some of them are good people, hard-working people. And they need to stop that. So Black Life does matter. They need to go to Chicago and straighten out that fucking city. Same with Detroit. Same with L.A., Same with Houston, too. Atlanta, probably. There's a lot of black people in Atlanta. A lot of good black people, but I think it's the music, too. I think it was the music, and I think it was the porn industry, stuff like that. That corrupted people's minds. A lot of drugs. Like me and Sandra was saying, we did drugs. I don't think she's a criminal. I'm not a criminal. We're just misfits. But we don't go out. We don't break other people's stuff. Yeah, that's basically all I got to say about that one. But it's mainly the drugs too. You know, and I don't know why people get so um, worked up about the white powder. They cause a lot of trouble, kills a lot of people. You know, but back in the day, I guess she did mescaline or whatever. But we smoked a lot of weed, a lot of alcohol. It wasn't that bad. But nowadays, it's killing. Over stupid stuff. People get shot. Entitlement issues. Yeah, they think they're entitled to everything. See, what's strange is, like I was talking about the $1,200. We think we're entitled to the $1,200, which we're not. They should help us out some way. But what's strange is Canadians have got $12,000 in the last 6 months. We've only got $1,200. The Canadians have got $12,000. You know, are they entitled to it too? I don't know. If we're entitled to whatever. Some people do think they're entitled to causing trouble. See, like in Twin Falls, I guess there's a bunch of vandalism. That's not too far from here. But people going by, breaking out the back windows and side windows of cars and stuff like that. They haven't caught them yet. But why do that? Why do it? It's not yours. Leave it alone. And I think England still runs Canada. That's probably where they're getting their money, because they got $12,000. I think they were getting like a couple thousand a month or something. And it probably does come from England, probably. I'm not for sure. England's kind of a strange country. That's like I said before. Princess Di, she's a gorgeous lady, beautiful lady, and Chuck cheated on her. Why would you cheat on a lady like Princess Di? Why? But the only thing I got to say about Princess Di was what she named her kids. One of them's name's Harry, and one of them's name's Willie. Harry Willie. That's what that is in Britain, Great Britain, UK, or whatever you want to call it. But Harry is kind of hairy, He got a red beard, red hair, kind of hairy looking dude. And Willie is kind of a fucking dick, I think, man. He's like his dad. I think he cheated on his old lady too. I'm not for sure. I don't keep up on that shit, but that's what I heard. I can't remember. Kate, I think his wife's name's Kate or something like that. Gorgeous lady. Why would you want to cheat on her? Same with Chuck. Fucking what's his name? Princess Charles. Chuck. He cheated on Princess Di, and then her son Willie, guy who looks like a fucking dickhead, which is a dick, cheated on his old lady. Why? That's the royalty for you, I guess. And then what's the other dude? Prince Andrew or whatever? He's a weird fucker too, man. That dude's fucking out there. But I think that's where the Canadians get their money. They got $12,000 since the last 6 months, and we've got 1,200. And we got more money than they got. We spend ours on fucking bombs and shit, and let the Democrats go on vacation. Not just the Democrats. I think the Republicans went on vacation too. So I'm not gonna vote. So I can't put down just the Democrats. Some of this shit has to stop. They could have fucking gave us money a long time ago. Am I entitled to it? I don't know. But if somebody's giving me free money, I'll take it. I don't have a problem taking their money. But yeah, life is just strange. Strange. It's gonna get worse. I don't see it getting any better. I don't. But the thing is, yeah, I know. They're born rich, man. See, the thing is, Harry and whatever her name is, Meghan Markle or whatever, Meghan, I think, they fucking said, fuck it, man. I'm leaving. I don't want to do this shit anymore. But yeah, they're born into the royals. And I don't get that either. I don't get it, Like I say, Chandy's from Netherlands, and she loves the Queen. I think it's the Queen of the Netherlands. I don't know if it's a Queen or what. But really, the Netherlands is one of the better places to live in this world. And she has no problem, because she says that those people take care of their people. They take care of them. And I don't know if they can get voted out or not. I don't know, But it's been the same. The royalty has been the same for years and years and years. But I don't know about the other countries. Like, I don't know about Netherlands or whatever. But it's the best places to live in the world, the Netherlands. And I think it's ran by the Queen. I'll have to look it up. But she says they take care of their people. They honestly do. So that's cool. And Amsterdam, you smoke weed in Amsterdam forever, And that's what's coming up. Hopefully they'll pass the marijuana laws here shortly. Give us our $1,200 and we're going to get 1,200, or shut the fuck up. Either way, Either give us either put up or shut up, one of the two. But they're going to look for legalization of marijuana. So that should be a good deal. Because here in Idaho, I think it's the hardest state to get caught with marijuana. I think if you get caught with 3 ounces, you can get up to 5 years in prison for 3 ounces of marijuana. And that's, to me, that's kind of fucking harsh, And a lot of people went to jail. But I used to subscribe to High Times. This one black guy got caught with, I think it was 2 joints back in the day, and he got 10 years. I don't think it was in Idaho. I don't know what state it was in. But I used to read High Times a lot. And somebody got busted for 2 joints. It was a black guy, of course. And they gave him 10 years. That was kind of fucked up. Well, why should you go to jail for that, And then the other people, they drink a lot of alcohol and stuff. Alcohol is just as bad. Yeah. It helps a lot of people, man. It helps a lot of people. And how would you feel if you're doing your medicine to make you feel better, and all of a sudden the police came in and arrested you and locked your ass up, and you never could never ever have marijuana again? You know, how fucked up would that be? You know, and in every state, marijuana helps people. All around the world, marijuana helps people. You know, and you, if you're high or whatever, you shouldn't be out in public. You know, you shouldn't take it to work. You shouldn't. You know, like I said, in my day, we used to smoke a lot of weed, but the weed wasn't as strong as it is now. You know, but we were just kids, and you know, it's the weeds just got stronger and stronger and stronger. But it does help a lot of people, man. It helps a lot of people. And the thing of the pharmaceutical company, they charge a lot of stuff for pharmaceuticals, like if you're ADD or bipolar or whatever, they give you some sort of fucking medication, and then they charge you a fortune for it. With marijuana, it's free, and it could solve a lot of your problems, you know. But me, the last time I smoked weed, I got paranoid, you know, and I don't know why. I just got paranoid. Yeah, you use less. Use less, and hopefully they'll pass it. You know, I don't know. I don't know why it's illegal. You know, if it was legal, I'd be growing some of it. You know, if they'd let us grow 6 plants, that'd be great. That'd be heaven for me. You know, because I would grow 6 plants. You know, and that's what it is basically in every state that's legal. 6 plants. I think Massachusetts is the biggest one. You could have 12 plants, plus about an ounce or ounce and a half, 2 ounces of dry. You know, but the bad thing about Massachusetts, they got a lot of heroin addicts there, man. A lot of fucking heroin goes through there. You can't grow, or can you grow? Can you grow in Hawaii? I'll have to look that up. But see, right now they got a surplus of marijuana in California. It's against a lot of shipping across the state line. You know, it's a felony. But they got so much weed in California, they don't know what to do with it now. They're going to have to probably lower their prices, so that's a good thing. You know, it shouldn't be $10 a gram. It should be, you know, at the most. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, I understand, I understand. Yeah, yeah. You get caught, and even though it may be legal, the the state of Hawaii or whatever that's paying for your rent, yeah, they won't let you do that. Yeah, it's kind of shitty. And really, I don't even see why they don't have a community grow. You know, have like a little area, you know, 50 feet by 50 feet, and have 200 plants, 300 plants for the area for the community to grow, harvest, and have whatever they want. You know, for free. They should. You know, it ain't gonna hurt anybody. But that's just me. You know, I have a solution to everything, but it's kind of fucked up. Oh, you trade for yours? Okay. Yeah, I'm a prostitute myself. I'm just giving you a hard time. I know you're not. But yeah, people trade stuff, different stuff, you know. So that's like why, like I grow, not grow, but have wine, because one of these days when times get hard, you're gonna have something to trade. You know, they're not gonna want money. They're not gonna want drugs. Oh, they might want drugs. See, oh, you clean houses, okay. Yeah, I know. I was just giving you a hard time, man. But money's gonna be useless. They might want food. They might want sex. They might want drugs. They might want alcohol. So that's why I have a wine, because I'll be able to trade wine for food. You know what I'm saying? Money is going to be useless, and it's going to be sad. So you have to have some way of trading something for something. Yeah, and it's good that people do clean houses. I need to clean my house. I need to clean my yard. I'm just getting too freaking lazy. I don't know. Last couple of days, since it's cold, I just stayed in bed and hibernated. You know, but yeah, I don't see anything wrong with a community grow. I don't. You know, as long as you get along. Moonshine? You got some moonshine growing there? See, that's one thing. Like when I was in Canada, that guy. Let's see. Well, I think she's in jail right now. I'm pretty sure she's in jail. Why do I put up with her? I don't know. I have no clue. I don't put up with her anymore. Before she was staying with me, and it's hard to evict a person. But now if she comes over, she's company, and I can tell her to get the fuck out. But she won't be back for about probably another 3 months. I'm pretty sure she's in jail. You know, and as soon as they update Casual County jail roster, I'll see, because she'll do 6 weeks in jail, 6 weeks in a mental institution. She might come back, but I won't put up with it. I won't put up with it anymore. Before, let's see. Oh, thank you very much, Tamara. Where are you from? But it's hard to evict a person. Now it's even going to be worse, because now there's a law that you can't evict a person for not paying rent or stuff like that until January 1st. So, you could pay this month's rent and you wouldn't have to pay rent for another 3 or 4 months, and you can't get evicted. Um, well, Beatrice, she gets it mainly, okay, she gets it for no trespassing. She gets trespassing charges. What's the other ones that she always gets it for? Shit, I can't even think. Oh, malicious damage. She gets that. Um, I can't remember. There's like two or three of them. They're just misdemeanor charges. But she gets whacked. She stays awake for days and days and days and starts seeing shit, man. But she likes to be in that realm. She'll stay awake and drink that 211, and she can even see stuff that way. Because it's like anybody. You stay awake for 48 hours and start drinking alcohol, you start getting pretty fucking loopy. And she does that. I don't see how she can do it. She can stay awake longer than anybody I've ever seen. But if she does come back, she's company. She's not a tenant or anything, And I'll tell her. But it's sad that she did get arrested, because when she was here, she was awake for at least 30 hours, at least that I know of. And then she was pretty drunk, and she went and got drugs or whatever. So I'm going to have to see what time she did get arrested. But I don't feel guilty about it. I won't feel guilty about it. But one of these days she's gonna get for possession of meth. She's gonna get a felony on her record. One of these days. That's why I never did call the cops on her for doing shit, because she's got a problem. And when you go to prison, they don't solve anything. It's correctional institution or whatever it's called. They don't fucking correct nothing, man. They just fucking lock you up. Some of them come out and they do go straight. Most of them, as soon as they get out the first day, that's what they do. They look for drugs, right off the bat. Even if they're on parole or whatever, they don't give a fuck. So that's the reason why I never called the cops on Beatrice. I could have did it a long time ago. And hopefully she didn't get it for drugs this time. Yeah, that's the way she is. She gets so fucked up that sooner or later she's going to get in trouble, She's going to do something stupid, go into a grocery store, go into a convenience store, and just fucking go off the rails, and they're going to call the cops, you know. But I never seen Beatrice ever take any medication, I, she had medication, but I've never seen her take it once. Never, ever, ever. I've seen her do other shit, drugs and alcohol. I've seen her do a lot of that. She doesn't smoke weed. She won't smoke weed, Why? I don't know. She just doesn't like it, It probably makes her paranoid. She doesn't like the feeling. But she likes her beer and, meth. She likes that. But if she ever does come back, she's here as a guest, not as a tenant. And I'll set her out straight, like I did last time. Told her I was going to call the cops. But really, she did have a warrant for arrest. I didn't know it. But she was here on the 2nd and the 3rd. She spent the night She was there on the 2nd. She spent the night till the 3rd because she told me that she had a place to stay. But on the 1st, I looked on the record, and she had a failure to appear. She was supposed to go to court for unlawful entry. She did an unlawful entry. I don't know what the fuck, where she was at or what she did, but she didn't show up for court, and they put out a warrant for her arrest. Yeah, probably because you were lit up, man. And if you're gonna do drugs and alcohol, stay home. Don't go out in public because you may get away with it a few times, but sooner or later you're gonna get caught, and they're gonna fucking catch you, and they will. Like Beatrice, the 211, 18211, they're gonna give you a mental evaluation, and they will fucking put you in the nut house. But I don't know if you saw that one, Alice Cooper. I told you to watch that. From the Inside. He wrote that album after he got out of the mental institution because he was there for a short period, and his family locked his ass up, because he was an alcoholic, and he turned into Alice Cooper. He was Alice Cooper 24/7, just fucking bouncing off the walls. But watch From the Inside, and when you do, go to the computer and look at the inside of the album cover. It's pretty good. But I've been going on for almost an hour. I don't like going on that long for an hour. It's a long time for me to just sit there and babble on. But stay straight, stay strong. God bless. Take care. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, whoever was watching. I can so relate to that. Okay. Take care, Sandra. Have a good day. Hopefully you feel better from yesterday. I don't want to remind you of that, but see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.